Here we go again. More space engineers. Kind of a step by step through survival. Still running with pretty much the same stuff. I have built myself a large cargo container. I have put some steel blocks over top of said large cargo container. And on top of some of my other buildings. I guess we could use one more. Because meteor showers are active, so I don't really want to catch a stray meteor. So we'll have to finish those up in a bit. But anyways, so next on the list, we've also torn most of the rover down, is the landing gear. So you're going to have to build yourself a landing gear. Parts are pretty cheap. Building the landing gear unlocks the cockpit. Our cockpit, yep, is empty, so we're going to grind it down. We're going to rebuild it, and that unlocks. I forget. That unlocks the rover cockpit, which what I'm going for is this build and repair system, which is a mod. But it also unlocks all the thrusters, if you're interested in getting yourself off the ground. So, before we do that, I believe we can now do the gyro. Nope. Damn it. What am I missing for gyro? Gyro. Where are you, gyro? This good content. I know what I'm doing. I swear. I just don't know this menu. Why is all this here for gyro? I don't know. We'll get it later. We're just going to finish breaking her down. We don't need anything. And you can see the difference if you happen to be using the default tools between the default tools and the upgraded tools. So, double check your atmospheric thruster. Unknown technology. I have to build a rover cockpit, so let's do that. So, while we still have some small blocks here, we're just going to temporarily build a rover cockpit on top of it. Okay, not sure what all I have in the build thing, but short glass. Wonderful. I'm not short glass. Let's try this. No. Did you grab my glass? No. Oh. Yeah, well, I'm kind of heavy. Let's try that. Yep. It's always something. Alright, rover cockpit done. Stuff unlocked. Stuff gonna be on the ground. So we're gonna use the deposit all and finish this sucker off. Mostly. Oop, there went our thruster. So we'll just throw atmospheric thruster on there. somewhere. Come on, get your rotation. There we go. And that should unlock something else. Alright, so we unlocked the rocket launcher. Yay. Not really concerned about the combat stuff. It's fairly easy to unlock once you're up that high anyways. Gatling turrets can help if you have meteors turned on. So, next, a little something I wanted to show off. Do we have all the parts? No. Well, keep using this build planner till we don't need to anymore. So, we'll go collector, build planner, and battery. These are all things that the collector's kind of a for funsy. Alright, let's see if we can pull everything. No. Can we build the whole collector? Yes, good enough. Alright, let's demo this thing. So, as you've probably been going back and forth, it's a little tedious. So, what this collector does is whatever you drop near the front of it, you see my inventory is pretty much full. Whatever you drop near the front of it here, it will suck up like a vacuum. So, we go over here and start mining on the ceiling. You can see little puffs of smoke. And if we carefully carve out some slopes and slants, we can feed rocks right down in there. I mean, you could use this for whatever, but early on it is an option to help you out, just harvesting lots of stone. Because when you're doing dirt, it takes a while for your inventory to fill up. Once you're on stone, it goes pretty quick. Yeah, energy low, I know. So that is the collector. I think it's pretty neat. You can also walk up to it and drop stuff out of your inventory. So that's what we're gonna do. No? You don't like my steel plate? Fine then. But anyways, you can drop at least ore. I thought it worked for everything, but I guess not. You can also use those with in conjunction with mining ships and ejectors to just drive up and drop stuff off without having to connect up to the base. Now, it is dependent on your number of particles in the world, which is one of the settings. Default, I believe, is 100. So it's kind of, you got to watch it with the ejectors. You know, just spamming tons and tons of rocks doesn't work so well. Anyways, we're gonna... Oh, we blew up our landing gear. Thought we were gonna keep our landing gear, but I guess not. So, next on the list is battery. I hope. We'll see. Cannot withdraw 80 power cells. Okay. Guess we're not doing the battery right now. We're gonna do the other one. My personal favorite. So clearing this, using this stupid build queue thing. Alright. Okay. Oh, you need 6 computers and some construction components. I see so many computers and so many construction components. I can't wait to get the programmable block set up. Yeah, what is this? The assembler. We're just going to take everything out of the assembler for now. And take everything out of the small cargo container for now. And we're going to try this again. Okay. Let's get a little power here so we don't run out. Watch this unknown signal just vaporize on impact. So, I'm going to build a build and repair system. These things are absolutely amazing. They are crazy good. I'm just trying to figure out where I want to stick it. Well, for now, we're just going to put it right there. Alright, so the build and repair system does exactly what's on the tin. It builds and repairs stuff for you. So you just can stop doing it by hand. Like I am doing right now. Construction components. Okay. Because that build planner thing has its limits. And you're building 1 or 2 things at a time, and they're small. It's great. So, what the build and repair system does, it's off by default, is it will pull components to it and then help you build stuff or help you grind things. So if you're going to use this mod, 2 settings that you need to change right away are walk mode, change that to fly mode, and grind if weld gets stuck. Don't know why, but fly mode, it doesn't have to be connected to whatever it's trying to build and repair. Grind if weld gets stuck. Not exactly sure why that works, but it just works great. Now, there is an ignore color. We're going to turn that off for now. But if you say wanted to make the default gray the ignore color, you could. So let's go through that. So I'm on the default gray, and it's pick current build color, and then set current build color. And that is the default gray. But we're not going to use an ignore color. That would be useful if you wanted to say lay out a whole bunch of things, and then have it build. So we are going to not use the ignore color, and it's not going to help others, but it is going to build new. You can change the priority on this stuff if you want. Settings for grinding, you can do a grind color. So you can make it whatever you want. Let's use this yellow for now. You can also make it a custom number, so you don't grind off weird things, or if you're spawning ships in, or your buddy's coming over, you know. So we're just going to make it this default yellow for now. Okay, so control panel, build and repair system. Scroll down to grind color. Pick current build color. Set current build color. There we go. Grinds enemy blocks, grinds not owned blocks, and grinds neutral blocks. Neutral blocks would be if I take this, and if I had any steel plates, no matter what color I made it, that build and repair system will kill that block because it is not part of a grid. It is not attached to an inventory. It does not have an owner. So you can turn that off if you're doing stuff, or just turn the whole thing off in general if you're building stuff near your base that doesn't have any kind of interactable inventory yet. So here's another quick demo. See it grind these things real quick. Eventually. There. So it works the same way for building stuff. Let's grab some steel plate. Now, we only have 4 steel plate on us. Let's change the color so it doesn't grind it. Yeah, we'll lay down some steel, just some light armor blocks, and you can see it going to town, building them. One other setting you may or may not want to change, but I highly recommend, is this bottom one. Show volume, about 10%, sound volume, 10%. Quite nice. So now that we've unlocked the build and repair, which will also pick up items. So if you die near your base, it'll pick up all your bottles and stuff. So we'll demo that real quick here. And I've dropped my hydrogen bottle, some construction components, a computer, and some steel plates. Whoop. There you go. And it has grabbed all that stuff. And I'm pretty sure the bottle will be in the O2 generator. Pretty slick. And so if you're grinding stuff and you're getting inventory full, this thing will pick stuff up for you. It's amazing. But it can also be amazingly frustrating. Because you are trying to do... Here, I'll show you real quick. Let's say I'm trying to build a new ship. And I want to start with a landing gear so I can lock it to the deck. I drop my landing gear. Now that's not the grind color, but it's a neutral block. It has no inventory. So to get around that, when you're building a ship or you're building a landing gear to make into scaffolding, is you put down the landing gear, turn the build and repair off, put down the landing gear, and then put something with an inventory on it, like a small cargo container, a small reactor, etc., etc. But anyways, so that's what we've got for today. The other use for the build and repair is a little slower than the collector, but you can also use them the same way that we were using the collector, just by mining, and it will pick stuff up. Now it has a limit as to how much it can pick up at once. So I don't know exactly what it is, but there. So you can use these build and repairs, and they can be mounted on vehicles, to help you mine. It is an interesting early game option when you don't have enough stuff for, you know, a decent thruster ship, is you can make a rover with a couple build and repairs on it, and then still kind of mine by hand, but have something to carry your stuff for you. And not have to use the gravity function to and line it up properly with slants and whatnot and rolling slopes to get it to go into the collector. So that's all I've got for today. Collectors are cool though. So if you watch this and all of this, thanks for watching.